Before the Sumerian records, before Adam and Eve were myth and legend, there existed the first Eden experiment, a closed, controlled biosphere laboratory built by the Anunnaki and their allies. Its original name in the Anu tablets was the Field of Divine DNA. It was not a garden, it was a genetic sanctuary, one of the most advanced bioarchitectural complexes ever constructed on Earth. Eden was a holographic dome powered by plasma resonators, infused with Atlantean style life fields, guarded by plasma serpents, security constructs, isolated from the surface world, linked to stargates beneath the Persian Gulf. It was designed as a perfect environment for the creation of a new species. The first Eden had four purposes, not one: to repair the damage from the Tiamat War. After Tiamat exploded, Earth inherits its Aqua Gate and became the new heart world. A stabilized, harmonized species was needed to hold this resonance. To create a new steward race, a species that could interface with Earth, maintain the grids, and support future civilizations. To provide a genetic host for Anunnaki incarnation. Some of the royal houses wanted bodies on Earth that could hold their consciousness without collapsing. To compete in the great royal house rivalry, Enki wanted a free-thinking, evolving human. Enlil wanted a controlled servant race. Marduk wanted future soldiers and followers. Eden became the center of this cosmic disagreement. The species created in the first Eden. There were three prototypes before the later Adamu versions, which are the Adamites, known as Adam. The first prototype was tall, gentle, psychic, water attuned, emotion centered. They could communicate with animals and elementals. The second prototype, the Adha, had a stronger body, a longer lifespan, and were able to use tools. They began to show individuality. This model made Enlil nervous. They were too independent. The third prototype, the Adam Ka, the one remembered in myth, created by Enki, and a circle of Syrian genetic priests, they had traits like higher brain capacity, emotional complexity, memory potential, and spiritual receptivity. The eighth forbidden strand, later targeted for removal. They were designed to become multidimensional beings, not slaves. This is what caused the conflict. This is why Lucifer didn't want to bow down to humans. Now let's discuss the technology of the Eden Dome. The first Eden was a bioenergetic ecosystem powered by the Naru All crystals, huge pillar crystals that purified air, enhanced growth, and created a peaceful emotional field. Then we have the Serpent Plasma Grid, a coiling energy network resembling a giant luminous serpent. It regulated rainfall, soil energy, magnetics, and neural fields of the inhabitants. This is the origin of the myth of the serpent in the garden. The serpent wasn't a being, it was a living energy structure. The guardians of Eden. Three main groups guarded Eden: the cherubim, not angels, they were Anunnaki biomechanical gatekeepers, winged mechanoid constructs. Then we have the Neteru overseers, especially Thoth and Isis, who maintained harmonic resonance. Then we have the Apkallu watchers, hybrid giant beings who monitored the perimeter. Eden was not on the surface. It was accessed through a Stargate corridor beneath the Persian Gulf, connected to the Dil Moon, the Sumerian land of the gods. Eden conflict, the first betrayal. The first Eden collapsed because of a schism in the royal houses. Enki's goal was to give humanity free will and the capacity to evolve. Enlil's goal was to keep humanity's controlled, obedient, and sterile in higher chakra centers. What triggered the collapse? Enki introduced the Ka-Re, the spark of inner consciousness, a higher dimensional awareness encoded into mitochondrial DNA. This was the fruit of knowledge. Once activated, the humans began asking questions, showing creativity, refusing commands, connecting to higher realms. Enlil declared the experiment compromised. This led to the fall of Eden. The fall of Eden was not moral, it was political and technological. Enlil ordered the dome collapsed. He shut down the plasma serpents, deactivated the biocrystals, and released the humans into the outer world to prevent further development. The humans were exiled, not because they sinned, not because they evolved beyond the acceptable parameters of the storm house. The Eden humans lost enhanced telepathy, lifespan extension, environmental harmony, access to the inner gate, but they kept the Ka-Re, which is the divine spark of consciousness. This is why humans still seek knowledge, freedom, transcendence, and connection to the stars. The first Eden programmed humanity to ascend. After the exile, the Eden humans migrated and became early Lemurians. Then they became the Ubaid culture, Proto-Sumerians, pre-Atlantean tribes, the ancestors of later starseed lineages. They carried fragments of Eden's memory into myths about the paradise lost, the serpent teacher, the forbidden knowledge, the gods who walked beside humans, immortal beings who radiated gardens. Eden did exist, but it was a laboratory, not a mythological paradise.